Welcome Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL YouTube video. You're here with your host GBHL Damian, and this is the first episode of the Palantir. Oh yes, as hopefully some of you will have seen in our preview video, it went up on Tuesday. This is the new show that I'll be co-hosting. I'll be going out every Friday, and I'm quite excited to get started, and I hope you guys are too. So, before we go any further, I think it would only be fair if I introduce my mystery co-host. Now, I know a lot of you have given you suggestions about who you think this is going to be, and I think some of you might have got it, but I think there's still going to be plenty of surprises out there. So, here we go for the big unveil. Sorry. Are we ready? Drum roll, please. The co-host for the Palantir is Emma O'Byrne. It's my wife. Yeah, my wife will be joining me here on the sofa every week, and we will be talking about everything that is new and exciting in the world of The Lord of the Rings. So, before... What?
I thought you said going out every Friday, like we're going out every Friday.
Well, yeah, but we're broadcasting, we're going out every Friday.
Not going out for dinner?
No, we can get a curry if you want.
So, what is this?
It's for the YouTube channel. You know, the...
You're talking about your nerdy little figures.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm not involved in that. Joking.
Right. Well, friends. Right. He's got a show. He's got a show. That really only leaves one option, doesn't it? Welcome Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL YouTube video. You're here with your host, GBHL Damian, and Barry O'Byrne, my dad.
What's all this about?
You know, it's the show. I thought you could...
Not Lord of the Rings, is it?
Oh yeah, but it's...
I'm not interested in Lord of the Rings. Why don't you ask Tom?
I hate Tom. Oh, it's Tom. Tom Harrison. Welcome Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL YouTube video. You're here with your host GBHL Damian.
And GBHL Tom.
And we are back with episode 39 of
The Palantir.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. We're back.
It's good to be back.
It is good to be back. It's
Wow.
good to talk, as Bob Hoskins told us. But whilst we are talking in this week's Palantir, you must remember that, as ever, anything we say are only our own views and opinions and do not represent the views of the GBHL podcast or the Great British Hobbit League or any other foreign organisation such as the British Army or any other branch of Her Majesty's Armed Services. Thank you, Davey.
Yes. The first of our subscriber-based.
The second, isn't it?
Second.
Yeah, someone, wasn't it David Whittaker suggested
Yeah.
something? Someone suggested something. But we're back!
We're back.
Have you missed us? Nope. Yeah, so as we said, we've been off on our various holidays and we are now back again.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I was just going to say thank you very much for the nice wishes that some of you posted for us to have a nice holiday break. Yes, it was very good.
We feel fully rested and back, ready to get back into the saddle, back into the Palantir for a week. Yeah, there's probably, if you guys are following anything that we're up to, this probably won't surprise you, but next week we have the Nova Open. Woo woo! We're going to America, which has come up crazy quick.
Yeah, no.
I'm not at all
Not
prepared in the slightest. But you're watching this on Friday. It's an incredibly exciting week of hobbying ahead for us.
Ridiculous.
As I'm sure we'll talk about when we get to tournaments, we're going to the Longbottom Carnival on Sunday and Monday. Hope to see you there. Yeah. And then on Wednesday we're flying to the States for Nova Open. So it goes without saying there won't be a Palantir next week.
No.
I would guess the guys should have done a speak friendly question
Yeah.
for Sunday. That should be alright.
Yeah.
But it goes without saying that probably next week your GBHL hobby content will be in some way disrupted.
Yes, but then we should have lots of goodies after that.
I think the hope as well, my hope, and I'm going out there planning to do this,
Yeah.
is to do a vlog, a daily vlog.
Yeah, I
of what we're out
thought
there.
that's what we were going to do.
Oh, right, yeah.
Between us.
Yeah, so that's the hope.
Yeah.
And I can't promise this because we don't know what Wi-Fi access will be like or how much time we'll have. But my hope is to shoot a little daily blog of what we've been up to and upload it over there. So we might be able to, we might not.
Oh, and upload it whilst they're...
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, so we beam to them.
Beam to them.
Yeah.
Smile.
But yeah, so that's the hope, but we don't, I don't know. But we will return probably the week after that.
Yeah. But it's another great chance where we've got the four of us together. And we've got a full day at your house between Longbottom and Flying.
Yeah.
So, and that's when we're hoping
To pack.
to do the Battle Company series. That's the plan, anyway.
I mean, you guys will be packed anyway, you'll have to be packed.
Yeah, we have to be packed. You are not going to be packed, I will bet.
It might become a 3-person Battle Company series, I mean.
Or Damian's all just die in round one.
Yeah,
we just
I'm
record,
dead. I'm
record
dead again.
one. Oh, they're all dead.
But yes, so it's going to be a very exciting week of hobby stuff, but it might impact on the channel, very sorry.
Yes.
But the only reason I said we'll probably be back in 2 weeks is because we're getting back on the Sunday night.
Yeah.
We won't have
Monday
seen
morning, really.
Lily or Emma for a week. I don't know, between jet lag and spouses,
Yeah, whether there will be one.
whether we'll be meeting up that week.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. We'll,
Yeah.
we'll try,
Yeah.
but I just can't say.
Yeah. Also, you may have seen us more recently in the Speak Friend question. Let us know in the
That was
comments
us.
if you would like James and Jamie to do a Palantir so it gets us out of that week. Don't tell them.
Oh, yeah, don't tell them.
That's why we're
That is
wanting them
genius.
to do it.
Yeah, the guest Palantir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear, talking of the Palantir though, this is
It's
actually
kind of what we do for now.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But we have actually, whilst we've been away, we've missed a very important date.
Have we?
We have indeed. We've become a year old.
Hey!
Hey!
We made it!
Yeah.
Should we celebrate?
We should celebrate. 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Hey!
As long as it doesn't go in my tea again.
Oh god, that smells so good.
Yeah.
It really does. It's not illegal or anything. It's just smoke. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to us.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday, dear Palantir. Happy birthday to us.
Hey.
Woo!
Musical segment.
Absolutely.
Brought back for the 1 year anniversary.
I can't believe it's been a year.
Yeah. What seemed like a really good idea a year ago was actually carried on for a year.
And we realised it was a terrible idea.
God, it seems a long time ago at your parents' house.
Oh, right.
Because why did we do it at your parents' house? Why were we there?
I don't know.
Lily was away. We must have been doing something else that weekend, though, to be at your parents' house.
Probably. Were you there, or was that just a sketch? I can't remember. It should have really come out when we sang, but I couldn't find a cake. But we've got a little dinosaur Palantir birthday biscuit.
Please don't set your gaming room on fire.
That would be awful. But do you want to do the honours?
I'm terrible at blowing. You should go.
That was alright.
Yeah.
Hey, happy birthday, have a biscuit.
Do you want half of
No,
it?
I've got one without wax on. Good one. So yeah, happy birthday us, and thank you for sticking with us. It has been a good year. How many episodes? 39?
38 up until, yeah, this is 39.
We made a pledge when we started that we'd only do it when the two of us were together,
Yeah.
which I think has allowed us to create something of a, I don't know, that a sofa and me and you are always there.
Yeah.
So even when we...
Tifa should always be there.
Oh god, Tifa's missing the party. She's downstairs.
Alright.
You think you can cope on your own for a minute? Yeah?
You want me to actually go from my own?
It'll be fine.
So yeah, I can't really talk about the comments as Damian's not here because that's not fair. He'll miss it. Yeah, it's been an interesting year. It's been quite hard to meet up sometimes, so that's why we've missed a few. But we've done reasonably well. 30 out of 52 is about 3 in every 4, just under. So 3 in every month isn't a bad effort.
She's here.
Oh, that
Good
was
girl.
hard feeling.
You do alright?
Touch and go.
Am I going to need to edit anything?
No.
But yeah, it has been fun. We do enjoy doing it.
And we managed somehow to do a sketch in everyone, which is fairly miraculous.
As of yet, we haven't done a sketch in this one.
No, we've not filmed it yet. Oh, might give stuff away.
Let's just take that pun from the last time.
Just keep
Whatever that
spamming
was.
it.
So yes, thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for watching our silly little show. Now, I don't know if Tom said this while I was downstairs, but as we've only got 1 week with you, and we've been away for 4 weeks, there's a whole ton of comments. So we're going to kind of work our way through some of these responses and discussions and things that people have said to us, as well as filling up on the news and stuff. But we're not really going to go in depth on any topics this week.
No.
Except one which came out today, which is very exciting.
Yes, and before we do that though, we've both had a little rogue sip.
Indeed.
It's the tea toast.
Tea toast, whey. Using Sterling Wargamers.
Yeah, and I've got normal Palantir.
Tea.
So last time it was Billy Fitzmaurice, and if you haven't seen his tea toast video, try to find
Watch
it.
It's outstanding.
If you search on the Great British Hobbit League Facebook page for tea toast, you'll find it. And Billy, it's a very good tea toast video. Well done, Billy.
It's outstanding.
And he's
I've forgotten about that entirely.
he's going against our plan to kind of spread the joy of tea toasts, and he's not going to go for someone who he knows from the internet rather than in person. He's going for the best under-Carline person he knows, the worst person to invite back to your house when your mum is in, apparently, and it's Jay Clare.
Jay Clare, who doesn't watch the Palantir. Here's to you, Jay.
Yeah, here's to you, Jay.
You've got 2 weeks to be told about this.
Mr. Lake Town. Please pass on the tea toast to somebody. Can't be James Long, he's already had it. Can't be Billy, you can't give it back to him, so you're probably struggling, actually.
We haven't had. Have we had it? We've had it. I'm showing.
So yeah, pass it on, Jay. David Whittaker was a bit dismayed when he heard that Billy was passing it on to Jay, because he said that he didn't even know what a tea toast was until a few weeks ago.
Got Jay?
Yeah, which is a crying shame.
What do you think you have to really kind of want it before you can get it?
Yeah, like James.
And he did get it.
Yeah, he did.
You work hard for it, you get your tea toast eventually.
Maybe still winning on the video thing. We've had some good ones.
Billy? No, it's got to be Billy.
Yeah, Billy's
So the sheer shock value. That was outstanding.
Okay, so I just wanted to. There were a couple of things from last week. Just comments on the video before we dive into what we talked about last week.
Last week, yeah.
Yeah, well, last episode 38. One was I said Resco Nesco said something and he didn't say that. It was somebody else, so sorry to Resco Nesco and sorry to the somebody else.
Liar?
Yeah, liar. It takes a while to do the comment review, so sometimes mistakes are made.
When you do it.
Yeah.
Was it Ryan, Acton 39, who's Australian?
I know, yeah, I said it was
Thomas
Maynard, yeah.
He's Australian, yeah.
I was like, it's funny.
Is he Australian, or is he that English guy you've met?
Yeah, and I was like, I recognise this name, why?
Because you met him in England.
That's why.
When he was English.
Jamie did it on the player interview as well in Mansfield.
So this
is your first tournament? No, I've been to another. No, which one's Stockport?
Your one.
Your one.
Share a room.
That's worse, isn't it? The other one was from Mega JD4, who said, I think that you're from Poland, and
He said that to you?
Hmm?
He said that to you?
No,
I think you're from Poland.
In the comment section, he said he'd like to have some subtitles in English because, well, one, he can't understand my northern dialect.
What are you talking about? I'm in Poland. I'm joking.
You're making everyone very big.
What subtitles?
Yeah, because obviously, I guess if English isn't your first language, it's maybe a little difficult to follow everything. Obviously, it's not something we can do easily. It takes an awful lot of time. However, Jamie Giblin,
He's full-time
he's full-time
GBHL.
GBHL. So if you would like to, I don't know, Jamie, maybe if you're watching this, you could set like some
You could up your
value per month.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get so many dollars per month, you will make the Palantir and Speak from the Question
Transcribe it.
subtitled.
Yeah, God, that would be a horrible job. Have you transcribed it? Have you ever transcribed stuff? It's horrendous. I used to do it for like when we did interviews when I was working in marketing. Like, you just the speed of typing is far slower than the speed of listening to stuff. It's just horrendous.
I mean, you can get those computer things that do it for you, but they're never going to pick up on Lord of the Rings names, are they?
No. Oh yeah, like Dragon Dictation and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've experimented with them. But
I don't know how much they are either, but there's probably a free one somewhere. But it's never coping with Lord of the Rings. It's not going to know what all the stuff we put fluffy and all of that stuff.
So it's up to you, Jamie.
Yeah. So yeah, those were kind of the initial comments. So, what did we talk about last time, Dave?
Last time we spoke about the GW inventions in Mordor.
Yeah, that finished that little kind of mini series of topics.
And ways that you could improve the fluffy rules.
Yeah.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, fluff rules like bug looks and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we got quite a few comments on these, so thank you very much. In terms of the inventions that you liked, the winner from everybody was the Grey Beast of Gorgoroth.
Oh, wicked.
Most votes for the best invention.
That's cool.
So yeah, that is cool.
Have you got something about a Triceratops on there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I won't mention it.
Larry suggested that Damian would like the Grey Beast to convert into
a Triceratops, yeah, like Tifa.
Yeah.
Indeed, after
To
the
go
mimic,
with your-
after the mimic conversion.
Yeah, Mimicantosaurus or
I read
Brachiosaurus.
that and went, that's the best idea I've ever heard. So yeah, I do need to.
Yeah. In terms of the fluff rules, we got a lot of suggestions. I'll name a few of them. Most people, quite a few people agreed with us on the named rates, not particularly liking them.
Get out of my house.
Yeah.
I meant you.
Oh. There were some other interesting ideas. One was Gothmog should only have 4-inch movement because he's got a limp.
That's quite cool.
That was from Billy Fitzmaurice. Bradley Cobden had a nice one about how you can get Bayon to shift back and forth. Have a rule like Thrain's, where he has to roll so much to stay in bear form, and if he doesn't, he turns back.
That's cool.
I
I would like that, so you could. I know we said this, but just so you can use the man model throughout the game.
I liked. It's. I'm going to struggle with the name. Sorry. It's Nitsuj Zenitrum 2804. I had an idea. Yeah. Bit of a mouthful. We'll call you NZ2804 from now on, I think.
That's catchy.
Yeah. He said that Frodo, from kind of Return of the King era, Two Towers to Return of the King, should have a Denethor-like rule. That would be cool.
Or maybe every turn you roll a dice and on a 1 or a 2 he falls down. That'd be pretty good. That was one of the drinking games, isn't it?
Yeah.
Drink if he falls down, drink if he drops his sword, finish your drink if he falls down and drops his sword. Be smashed about half an hour.
And yeah, there were lots of ideas about Theoden and alerts, things like that. Acton 39 came up with a Balrog win profile. If you want to see that, find his comment. I say find his comment, find one of his comments, it's in there somewhere. And then Dave Egan's had a comment, it wasn't quite, not quite on the fluff thing, but he was talking about the bigger heroes from the films. It might be nice if some of them get more than 3 might, because 3 mights could become commonplace. I guess we now say 6, fight value 6 is a bit commonplace. You know, people being able to go up to 4 might.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, there's very little to tell between... Madril's got 3, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Like Madril and Elisar.
Yeah.
Having the same.
That's the thing. And now with warbands, those bigger heroes become less viable because they're so expensive. So if you gave them more might, that's more might in your army.
I've always found it incredibly odd that you have 1, 2, 3 and then Boromir on 6.
Mm-hmm.
I've never... I understood that in the Fellowship of the Ring days when they wanted to make him... But over all the years, you could clearly increase that stat. But why did no one ever get 4 or 5? It's a bit odd.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe.
And then I think Palantir before last, I was going to say a couple of weeks ago, not a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the worst ever turn.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Dan had a nice one. He said, well, not a nice one, not from his perspective. He said that Madril, talking to Madril, wounded his mimic, and obviously then has to stampede if it fails a courage test on the next go, which it did. So the next go, his mimic stampeded through the Knight of Umbar on a fell beast, killed the fell beast. Knight of Umbar, who I think is was leader, dropped down into the middle of a ring of Gondor.
Oh, that's all random.
Quite funny. I also had a little bit of a slip last week. I said gambling on Boromir, I think.
You did, yeah. Is this the profile?
Yeah, this is Joseph Harley, who's written gambling on Boromir profile.
We were talking about them because you were going to the tournament.
Yeah.
And weren't we talking about the fact that they would both have banners and carry them around on their shoulders or something like that?
Yeah. And he's written the profile for this. So, gambling on Boromir. Fight 7, Strength 4, Defense 6, Attacks 5, Wounds 5, Might 8, Will 4, Fate 4. War gear, heavy armour, Royal Standard of Rohan and Banner of Minas Tirith. Special rules, piggyback. Although Boromir is very strong, carrying a man in full armour around is very tiring. Gambling on Boromir therefore only moves 5 inches a turn. Additionally, gambling being carried around by Boromir looks so ridiculous that enemy models, not only friendly ones, benefit from the effects of the 2 banners, i.e. all models within 3 inches add 1 to their fight value, and enemy heroes on 0 might gain a point if in base contact at the start of the turn. Another special rule, I'm not following them. Gambling on Boromir is an independent hero. Another special rule, the strength of 2 men. The devastating charge of Boromir carrying gambling is not to be underestimated. Gambling on Boromir uses the monstrous mount rules and suffers no -1 penalty to duel rolls, such as the fervour inspired by Boromir and gambling by the presence of the other and their historic heirlooms. However, they must expend a point of might if they wish to hurl an enemy model.
Oh, that's cool.
Modelling tips, gambling holding both banners, getting a piggyback from Boromir, Captain of the White Tower.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. That's a cool
outstanding.
profile, yeah.
I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Because it's got how many points is he?
I think he didn't have a points value.
Because he's quite powerful, but it's got some severe limitations.
Yeah.
I like the rigorous sticking to the phrase gambling on Boromir.
Yeah. So yeah, cheers for that, Joseph.
That's outstanding. Well done, sir. I doff my fictional cap.
Yeah. So yeah, that was kind of it on the comments from what you said what we talked about last week. But we also did trivia.
We did.
What was your question, Damian?
My question was, I haven't got the bit
The passage.
Yeah, I haven't got the passage to hand, but it was in the Lord of the Rings. I'm not prepared for this. On the way to Bree, a character sees the hobbits passing by and thinks something along the lines of 3 hobbits. Well, that's strange. I wonder what they're doing in these lands. I'm sorry, I should have been better prepared for this.
Yeah.
And my question was, which character thought that? Who was thinking that?
Now, we had a lot of guesses, so I'm going to list off some of those now. Everyone kind of, because they knew the time frame, were going for characters that appeared in that part of the books. So we've got as options Tom Bombadil, Goldberry, Gildor, a dog, or Grip Fang and Wolf, Farmer Maggot, Barlaman Butterbur, Bill Fernie, and Old Man Willow.
They're all good guesses. All wrong.
Yes. But we did have some correct answers. What is the correct answer, Damian?
The correct answer is a fox.
A fox.
A fox thinks that.
Wow.
In a very un-Lord of the Ringsy... there's actually been a fair bit written about this. Essentially by people going, what the hell's this fox doing in Lord of the Rings? It's very Hobbit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a passing fox, and it also breaks the narrative stream. Because you suddenly then get an omniscient narrator who's talking about the fox.
Yeah.
And he sort of says he wonders this, and then the narrator tells you, but he never did find out.
Yeah.
Which is completely out of keeping with the rest of Lord of the Rings. It's a really weird anomaly in the book.
Yep. We actually had 3 correct answers. We had a fox, but we had 2 others.
What?
The other correct answers were Ian McKellen playing a fox.
Oh, I see.
And Basil Brush, which were counted as correct answers. Cool. So
Basil Brush, to any international
Yeah.
readers, is a puppet fox from the late 80s, I'd
and
say.
then reprised in
Right.
the 2000s as a children's show.
Oh, is he? Has he been reprised?
He
That's
was
probably why
one-
most people know about him. You go, what am I talking about?
Yeah.
They go, he was in the 80s? He was a puppet?
So yeah, well done to Dr. Dan, Bulletin Bertie, Ryan McConnell, sorry, Gertso MCC, or McC, sorry, Davey McShure, Resco Nesco, Bald Eagle, and Kurt Leach. And Bald Eagle, well done on getting your answer in about an hour before we're recording this.
Really?
Yeah. He's had.
So people are still commenting a month later?
Yeah, he's had a month and he gets it in an hour before.
Well done.
Yeah.
Go and check the passage out. It's,
Yes.
it's in the Lord of the Rings somewhere.
I guess if you type into Google Fox quote Lord of the Rings, it'll
The
probably come up. My question, I asked what the largest, in terms of size, insect was on the planet at the moment, or something along those lines. I can't really remember how I phrased it. And again, we had a lot of
Spider!
yeah, a lot of ideas. So we had some, because I said it was it had a link to Lord of the Rings. So some people latched onto that and said Spider Queen,
It's not an insect, it's arachnid.
Midgewater Marshes Midges, which is a good shout, but not correct. And we had a Gandalf beetle. Do you know what a Gandalf beetle is, Damian?
Yeah. Next.
It is grey, obviously,
Yeah.
but then when it dies, it comes back and is white.
Yeah.
But that wasn't correct either.
That's not true.
No. We also had the hashtag Bosch beetle. None of which were right. Dave Egan went for Thorin again, hoping it'd work again. Not quite.
Always thorough.
The answer is a wetter.
A wetter! Get it?
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a huge kind of stick insect thing from New
New
Zealand.
Zealand, yeah. So yeah, well done to Rich Clement, Michael B, Barry O'Neill, Tom Turtle, NZ2804, Resco Nexco, Joe White, Bald Eagle, Josh Triffett, Doom Bunny, and Spiral Project.
Hey!
Oh, and someone else suggested Wereworm, the kind of things from The Hobbit.
Pretty sure it's not an insect.
Yeah. So yeah, well done.
Well then, you guys have all won the chance to buy yourself Freddo. Did anyone win the chance to buy themselves a bonus Freddo? No! I won't believe it.
So, double Freddo for Bald Eagle, who got in just before the time, and Resco Nesco.
Let's go, NASCAR. Outstanding.
Outstanding work.
So be sure to go and buy your 2 Freddos and put...
And the bonus one.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Bonus
The
Freddo.
3
3
Freddos.
Freddos.
What a week.
I know.
And put photos of them up on the Great British Hobbit.
Yeah, get those
Eating the
photos up.
Freddos as part of the Freddoing.
Yeah.
Or Facebook.
Brilliant. Now, on this topic of insects that are Lord of the Rings theme, Dave Egan, because obviously he said Thorin, but then wanted to actually look at the answer, he couldn't wait 4 weeks. Well, he looked up 11 organisms scientifically named after fictional characters, and which came up with some interesting results. Number 7 in that is a New Zealand shark called Gollum suluensis.
I think the Gollum bit's the important bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. A shark.
Yeah, shark named after Gollum. That's cool. And number 9, Sauroniops pachythelus.
What's
So
that?
there you go. It's because so this is the kind of description of it. Because only the upper skull of this carnivorous dinosaur, including a single eye socket, was found. It was named after yet another Lord of the Rings villain, the Fiery Eye of Sauron.
Brilliant.
There you go. Good trivia there from
Thanks,
Dave
Dave.
Egan. We should have saved that for
Got
your
that for my
quiz at
trivia.
Longbottom.
Ah, damn it. Yeah. Should have done.
This is our before Longbottom quiz.
Mm.
Yes, and because we missed trivia for 3 weeks, Anthon39 and Resco Nesco decided to answer every week's trivia anyway,
Okay.
and gave us some interesting results. I'll just pluck out my favourite ones from them.
Yeah.
So 1 week, Acton's imaginary trivia answer was Beregond and Damrod and Lobelia Sackville Baggins' left shoe. And what is the question?
That was so close. Beregond and Damrod.
Yeah.
What are the worst painted models Tom owns?
Well, worst painted models in SPG issue 2.
Yeah.
Lobelia sacked Will Baggins last year. Who, if you could get, like we were talking about in the Speak Friend in question, when you're putting together a football team,
Yeah.
who would you say has the best free kick?
Lobelia Baggins' left shoe.
Well, yeah.
I can see what you're trying to do.
I'm trying
It's
to. I'm
pretty
getting
good.
there. I'm
Yeah.
getting there. There you go. And Resco Nesco, for your question, he went for the kid who argues with Dr. Grant about the Raptors.
Correct.
What's the question?
Who did I not want to be as a kid?
Yeah. And for me, he went for combat synergy. And the question was, of course, what is the best special rule in the game? So, yeah.
That was good.
Trivia for this week. Do you have a question, Damian?
I do. My trivia is quite simple this time. How many options does a mummock have? So we don't need you to list them. We just need a number. So it's literally they're kind of an option for a hero is +5 points of shield. It's something you can pay extra points to include on the profile. And the mummock has some.
Yeah.
How many does the mummock have?
And we're going by this book.
Yeah. We're not using the mummock profile in the Free People's book. Do you have a trivia question, Thomas?
I do indeed. My trivia question is a little different this week.
Mm-hmm.
My trivia question is, who finished highest out of the GBHL hosts at Nova Open?
Oh no, he did.
Oh yeah.
That's not trivia.
No, but you can have a punt.
Oh.
And you need to be honest with yourself. You have to answer before you know.
Yeah. So you have to answer this week.
Yeah.
But it's a week. You're watching this on Friday. Well,
Yeah.
it comes out on Friday, and the tournament results will be a week Sunday.
Yeah.
So anything posted after, we'll probably be recording hopefully the following Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And anything posted after that won't count.
Yeah. And we'll see who tallies up to get the most.
Yeah. So who? Not only if people were right, but who people think.
Yeah. It'd be interesting actually. We should probably say what people's lists are vaguely so that people have a good.
Yeah, everyone's
decision.
competing. Tom's not being a moron like normal.
Okay, yeah.
And winning. I'm taking my Isengard Ferocas.
Yeah, Berserkers, Ferals, Saruman. Jamie's taking. He's not quite decided on the final list, but it's going to be a combination of Wood Elves and probably Wozes, potentially some Rivendell Knights, potentially an Eagle.
He's got an awful lot going on, but it'll be a Wood Elfy army.
Yeah.
James, as you have seen,
Yeah.
you can probably name his entire. It's like 12. He hasn't given me a list, but isn't it 12 Rivendell Knights, new Legolas on horse, and Gandalf the Ground Horse, just from his hobby vlogs?
Was it Saruman on those or?
No, it's Gandalf the Grey.
That's in the Gandalf one.
And a captain, a Rivendell Knight captain. Is that right? That's what I've seen. And a banner, probably. I don't know.
He's got a banner.
But yeah, that's James's.
Yeah, and mine is going to be some sort of Wood Elf force with probably Galadriel, Legolas, and Thranduil.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Interesting time. That's a good question, actually. Who do you think?
And
When we're all going to lose all over.
Yeah, when we get to Nova, we can have we could probably get some betting odds based on what people have put.
Yeah, it should be like, I know this isn't the cultural high point, but I tend to sit down and watch this with Emma. Whenever they get to the live, when they do the auditions for the X Factor, when they get to, I think it's, when they get to the, I think it's before the live show, maybe judges' houses, so that means there's maybe 24 contestants left.
Right.
All the judges write down who they think is going to win. And then they open it on the finale.
Really?
Yeah. And see if any of them get it right.
Oh.
And it was just reminding me of that. I don't know if we could.
I mean, they've only got a 1 in 4.
Yeah,
right?
and I don't know if they've got envelopes.
Yeah.
Or...
But actually, for the chance to win a double Freddo, in order 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no!
Yeah.
In order, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So who's bottom as well? So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be really
It's going to be
interesting.
depressing seeing your name fourth.
Yeah. You'll have to look at. You have to go onto the Great British Hobbit League, and go and look at the tournament finishings. It'll be like going to the races.
Yeah.
You know, when you're looking at like recent form.
Yeah, you can look on there's on the pinned post of the Great British Hobbit League Facebook page, you can see the Great British Hobbit League standings, which has every tournament result since the league started in 2013. You can't see what armies we've taken to that, so how competitive we're trying to be. And there may be a video in your future looking back at some of how well we've done.
Yeah, potentially.
But yeah,
That's a good question. I like that.
don't go on what happens in battle reports as your evidence for how good we are, because we play like morons in the battle report a lot of the time. Like Jamie evidenced quite brilliantly in the recent Dunland battle report, by piercing, striking, two-handed.
In a battle report, you're not playing to win it. You're playing to kind of tell a story and make things happen. So yeah, battle reports aren't necessarily the best. I don't know. Monitor of
exactly.
If we're any good.
But yeah. So yeah, that is I can't remember. That was the trivia. That's the trivia section. Brilliant. Woo! Okay, so we're on to the news. Only half an hour gone.
We did say this was largely a recap.
Yeah. So there's a few things. Just to say, if any of you out there had your GCSE or A-level results, hope you got what you wanted. Congratulations, or whatever. Let us know how you did. But I'd also had a little other question. I was going to say, if you had the topics, if you did SBG school, and we can rank each other on this. We can rank all the hosts, actually. I was going to say, what would you give yourself the SBG topics of list building, in-game tactics, luck?
Luck?
Yeah. Oh, and let's go for ability to handle pressure.
What, to A-star?
Yeah. So like a GCSE result. For those who are international viewers, you can do it in your own exam marking criteria, what you'd give
and we're asking us.
Well, we're asking us, but it'd be nice if people comment below what they'd give themselves in those 4 areas.
I don't know. I'll just jump this stuff on me.
Sorry.
I quite like it though, it's topical.
Okay. List building.
I'm probably not... Looking at it, that would probably be an area where I would probably be weaker, because I rarely tailor my list to
the tournament.
Mm-hmm. I found competitively a selection of armies builds that work at different points levels, and Nova's a good example of this. That I tailored it to win the tournament, and I've since gone back and gone no. I'm going with my normal build.
So we're going to give you a B.
Yeah, but that said, we're all relatively good players, so I still have done well at tournaments. So I'm not. I guess I'm not a complete critic.
No. I'm going to give myself a C for the Warg Rider fiasco. The Wargs fiasco.
Yeah, but you can't, that's just one tournament, isn't it? You could equally give yourself an A-star if you're Gundabad and Azog.
Yeah.
Although maybe is that an A-star on luck?
Yeah. Giblin I'd probably give an A or A-star for list building. Oh no, he had that Celeborn Galadriel I still can't say it. Protectress.
I think he's the biggest list builder of us, though. Yeah. I think he's the person.
But I'll give him an A because I don't think he's quite at J. Clare's out there level. The Wozes were good. The Wozes were good.
Yeah. Yeah, J. Clare's come up. I mean, he had the whole Lake Town thing, and then did the Lake Town Militia with the White Council thing, which was some.
And the Can.
He's
got lots of the half trolls.
He makes a fairly original list. Yeah.
So yeah, let's give Jamie an A, and then James, list building.
I don't know.
If it involves cavalry, A or A-star. If it involves anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the mounted Rohan list, like he has found an effective way to make that army work.
Mm-hmm.
Which.
All right, I'll give James an A on that. So yeah, James and Jamie get an A. We don't do so well. Tactics.
I don't know.
How do you differentiate us?
I think I'm pretty. It's a horrible.
I think we're all pretty.
Voting for yourself is horrible.
Okay, vote for each other. Don't do it yourself. What would you give Jamie?
Oh, I don't know. This is hard.
Let's give ourselves all A-star for tactics, and then we can move on from tactics.
Love it.
Look.
I don't believe in luck.
No.
You make your own luck.
Damien gets a U, unclassified.
I am a huge. I'm a huge believer. If I believe in luck a lot, and I think it plays a huge part, does that give me a high grade or a low grade?
Low grade.
Because I trust it.
You trust
Yeah, I acknowledge that it's part of it.
Yeah.
I've always said that if you want to win a tournament, you need a
Yeah,
whole
you
ton
do.
of luck.
You do.
And so, I think I believe
You've won
in
some
luck.
tournaments.
Yeah, I do, because you need to play the right player at the right time,
Yeah.
at the right scenario.
Yeah.
So whatever the hell that means, that's my answer. I'm gonna send it. It's like writing, an abstract answer to a question, send it off, and hope it impresses the examiner.
If there's an exam after all.
This isn't fun. This is an exam.
This is the last time
This
you
is,
spring
this is
something
also,
on me.
yeah, no, you spring something.
I'm gonna.
This is also an inadvertent subject.
Yeah, I know.
An inadvertent. That's not what I mean.
Just popped into my head.
Suddenly appearing.
Yeah.
What's the word? Instantaneous. Unexpected. Whatever.
Unexpected,
It's that.
yeah.
Let's top it.
I don't know. Jamie always seems to have some appalling luck sometimes on his dice, but then the cheating red dice. But for Bosch, I think we can give Jamie a C on luck.
For
For creating
having
Bosch. Yeah.
having such bad luck,
Yeah.
it created an expression
Yeah.
that now
Bad luck.
defines bad luck.
Yeah.
Although, if you watch the Man of War Battle Report,
Not yet.
the first one, Adam
Mm-hmm.
rams me with one of his ships,
Yeah.
and as he goes in, he goes, "Bosh!" And I'm like, "What?" And he uses it as like a positive thing. I was like, "This is amazing."
Did you then correct him?
No, he then keeps using it. It's like he reimagined the phrase.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I guess for the Bolg and Hunter Oaks and Gundabad's winning the tournament, that was
that
pretty
was
lucky.
outstanding.
So let's give me an A or A star.
I mean, if that's what it's on, like
that's
getting
some luck.
I mean, it's not just luck, but
Yeah, but you need luck.
you need luck to pass the courage
Yeah,
test.
yeah, yeah. I passed an
charge
awful lot of courage tests against it. That was a lot of luck.
So yeah, you win that.
I'm good on courage tests, actually.
You're right,
That's
that
my
battle
strong
report.
point.
The SPG one. Talking of which, is that a segue?
You can segue.
Is that a segue?
We've not given James an answer. Let's just give him a B and move on.
Okay. I mentioned young SBG because just a couple of things that we have, as we talked about in our Nova issue, we have both issue 1 and issue 2 back in stock. And what's quite exciting for us is we're actually reaching the end of our first print run of issue 2, which is sold out far faster than the same number of issue 1.
It has indeed.
Thank you very much. And the reason I was bringing this to your attention today is because I believe it is currently, if you're watching this on Friday, the 29th, which means you have 2 days if you would like to win these. So this is Thrall and Grimhammers, and to win these, all you need to do is get yourself a copy of SPG.
You don't necessarily have to give a copy. If you
if
you enjoyed the PDF version and you don't want to, maybe you can't afford the £10 donation, or you were happy enough with the PDF copy, a donation of £2 or more would enter you into the competition, and it's for every £2 you donate, we give you a ticket essentially for.
So if you do get a copy for £10, that's 5 entries.
Yep, and if you're overseas, so if you're in Europe, it's 13, and rest of the world it is 15. But you will then get more entries into the competition just by the extra postage.
And we also wanted to remind any American viewers watching that we are bringing physical copies to the Nova Open.
Yeah.
We've done some maths in our head, weighing stuff, and these are only estimates at the moment, but we believe we can bring 25 copies of each issue. There are more than 25 people going to the tournament.
Yes.
So if you do want to get your hands on one, and remember we're doing it in person for $16 instead of the normal $24, then the way you can guarantee it is by PayPaling us in advance. So if you are interested, you can pick it up in person, but we may run out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Do that, and obviously it goes without saying if anyone does. We've had a nice upsurge. We've sent out about 12 copies in the last week here, so thank you for that. But it goes without saying that if you order them in the next week, there will be a delay in us getting them to you because we're going to be in America. But thanks as always for your support.
Yes. And exciting news just for those who like this kind of thing. We will be doing a playtest of the Battle Report.
I indeed, the Battle Report for issue 3. It's all set up.
Yeah.
Oh, so if only we could turn the camera around. Oh, nightmare.
Oh no.
But, some really exciting pictures coming in from everyone now. It's very cool stuff coming.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, now we've gone off on my massive tangent, which actually worked quite well. Let's go back to the news. So, tournaments upcoming. We've had Preston now. And amazingly, there's been another unique winner of a tournament this year. So some of you were saying there's been multiple winners over years. Yes, that's true. But we're talking about this year, 100-point tournaments. It's a 7th unique winner.
It's insane.
So well done to Dave Nolan, by the way, on your first ever tournament win. Well done.
So that's the 700-point tournaments have all had different winners.
The 7 times 100-point tournaments rather than a 700-point tournament.
But then it's only Ed that's won 2 at all.
Yes.
So how many total have there been?
There have been, put me on the spot now, 13?
Yeah, 13 tournaments and only one person won 2. That's incredible.
Yeah. But then of the big in terms of how many league points they give you, tournaments.
No joint winners.
No joint winners.
And there are 4 left.
Yeah, there's not many.
Longbottom, Slayer, Stockport, Stirling,
and League 5.
5 left.
So yeah, that is an amazing stat.
And also, there's a couple of Jay Clare, Jamie, and Dave Reed who are always up there, haven't won one. So there's definitely.
And then there's a few more who you could throw into the ring. Jay Finnegan got very close. Kieran's been very close to 100.1 before. There's a few people knocking on that door. So please try and win soon.
This is amazing.
To make another
awesome.
unique winner. That would be awesome.
It's really cool that the league is this interesting.
Yeah.
Like
it's still wide open. So yeah, next up is Longbottom, as we said earlier. That's this weekend.
Yeah, man! So excited.
Yes, we've talked about it a lot in previous videos, but it should be amazing. It is sold out.
It's sold out.
Damian's doing another quiz.
Woo woo.
I'm sure we'll try to do a review at some point.
Yeah. That'll be an awesome weekend.
Yes. Obviously Nova. But in terms of GBHL tournaments, the next one after Longbottom is Mansfield, so Slayer Gaming, and we talked about this before.
Yeah, I'm going on to that one.
You're going to go, I'm...
Iffy.
In terms of...
I loves me some 281.
Yeah.
Good bar time with Phil. That's what I need.
Damien has a very strong relationship with the barman at the night porter at the 281 because we rocked up last time. It was me, you and Ed Ball chatting till, I don't know, 1, 2 in the morning, and he was bringing us free drinks.
Probably shouldn't say that.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, there's only 3 of us. If there's loads of people in.
This is boss watches.
Oh yeah, in case his bots watches
Could happen.
the GBHL YouTube.
Could happen.
3 drinks that he made us pay for afterwards on the tab.
On the tab, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then the new tournament that's been added to the list because we've had Preston is Desolation of Stockport. Re-Desolation, yeah, whatever they've rebranded it as.
Red Desolation. It's the Red Desolation of Stockport. I think it's pronounced.
And that is the 3rd. So yeah, Longbottom is this weekend, Mansfield 19th to 20th of September, and I think there's tickets available still. And DOS, Re-DOS is 3rd and 4th of October, and there are still definitely tickets for that. Tried to fill up that gaming hall so we don't have ex-wingers with us or equivalent.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we don't need to bang on about that because James has already done 1 video on it, and there's probably more coming. So yes, another. It's not a tournament, but another thing that's come to our attention is that Games Workshop Chester are doing a Lord of the Rings day on the 27th of September. It's called The Hunt for Sebastian, linked to Radagast, and the reason is that Radagast came into GW Chester.
Oh, Sylvester McCoy?
Yeah.
Did
Did you not see the picture on the group?
It rings a bell.
There was a picture on the group. So he came in and they...
Because he bought Escape from Goblin Town.
Mm-hmm.
There was a picture of him a few years ago at a convention buying Escape from Goblin Town.
But he was in GW Chester, and Joe Wilcock is helping run that event.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, if you're in the Chester area, I know a few of you are.
Lovely walls.
Yeah. then get yourself down to GW Chester on the 27th of September for some Lord of the Rings games and try to rope in people from the store who don't do Lord of the Rings. That's a good way to support your Hobbit hobby to get them involved.
Of course, Chester being the home of Hollyoaks means you get your history and your culture. So, can't lose, really.
Yeah. Anyway, more news.
There's a lot of comments. Give them a break.
Yes. Okay, so another bit of news, I guess, that we could do now. It depends if we want that as a topic.
Yeah.
We'll introduce it now.
That should be the last thing.
We'll come back to it later. Okay, we'll come back to that later. Sorry, I've got too much paper. Damian, fill for a minute. Say some done lending puns.
I've only got one. It's done lending.
That should have been all over their battle report, by the way.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a wasted opportunity.
Yeah.
So show off my new Smaug.
Oh,
I've got Smaug, I've assembled and painted him because I'm bringing him to Nova. There he is. Hello. Isn't he cute? This was, I was out in Great Yarmouth on taking a little trip with my wife. We found a lovely little shop that was selling these things. They're called pop movies. And look at him. Look at the little thing. I am fire. I am dead.
Smell how I went.
Oh, Owen.
Yeah.
So he's pretty good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Keep that. And he's not alone because. Da-la-la. Yeah. I've got some Tarios go with him. Is that gonna play nice?
No.
Right, come on. Get on. That's amazing.
Tifa's
There you go. You said
completely
Phil.
now.
I have smashed it.
You've literally filled the screen. Yeah, more. Tara's dead. Spoiler. Going back to Nova, so obviously there's no.
What? Sorry.
Obviously we're going to Nova, and we were talking about James's models painted in the British colour scheme.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe White had a great comment saying that if you were going to do a British colour scheme, take an eagle and put RAF signs on it on their wings.
That would be cool.
That would be awesome. He also said you could use lobelia and paint her like the Queen. And have the Queen. And then Prince Philip as Denethor. Yeah, with Farmer Maggot's dogs. This is strong. So yeah, thanks for that, Joe White. We also, if you're going to Nova, comment below and maybe let us know what your actual name is, so we can actually, when we greet you, we can actually say hello to those who we know. Another tournament that I wanted to, going back onto Nova, I was watching Light in the Dark, Devon and Walker, and they said that because they've hit kind of their target for Nova this year, that it looks very promising that they should get it for 2016.
Cool.
So it looks like there's going to be a Nova 2016, but Ollie from the HTL has said that they're going to be going for the biggest tournament ever at their German championships next year. They've set a target of 100 players.
Wow, that's amazing.
For the German championships 2016, and I guess they may wonder whether we'd go over like we did to Nova, or DCHL could come over, have a big do in Germany. Maybe they could come over to Stockport or Titans.
I'm wary. I'll tell you why. I think this is right to say. It looks like we're going to a very swanky hotel for Nova that the DCHL very kindly put us up in, and it's at a convention centre.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this the other day. Forget about the venue.
Yeah.
Which tournament would you invite them to for the accommodation?
In the UK.
Yeah, because it's not.
Titans, they can stay at your house.
Yeah, well, let's put them in the Chumley Lodge. Yeah.
Chumley Lodge.
Just waiting for you. I'm like, stop. Britannia's
281.
Yeah, but it's a big bit, isn't it?
You wouldn't fit everyone.
So there's no we don't stay in kind of hotels. We stay in very British kind of B&Bs because no one cares about the quality of the accommodation.
No.
So just crash in for a night. And I'd be any of them. I was thinking about the 281's the best one, I think, in terms of the charm.
Yeah, people have come over to Stockport from Holland.
Britannia's all right.
Yeah, I mean it's not great.
No, I mean it's fine, but yeah, I was just thinking about that. The guy, I think Devon was kind of wondering on Light in the Dark. He was like, I don't know which tournament to go to. It was like one of the bigger ones. I was like, I wouldn't worry about a tournament. Worry about a hotel. I mean, even hotels are stretching it.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with those bigger tournaments next year on the international scene. Cool. I think that's it for the news.
That's a lot of news.
Apart from our topic for this week, which is
the news on the back to news on the extended version of the Battle of the Five Armies.
Brilliant.
Subtitle: Why the extra the?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So
This
after
is-
much debating,
much
wondering.
I was going to say this is the last kind of. We were meant to be hot topics on the Palantir. This is kind of the last hurrah for us.
It's very sad. But the date has been absolutely finalised at last, and I want to say it's the 17th. Is that right?
You're the man with the dates.
It's either the 20th or the 17th of October for the digital release, and then it's a month later for the Blu-ray and DVD.
Yeah.
So it will be. It's now. Well, it's past that, so it's probably about 7 weeks away.
Yeah.
Which actually suddenly, after feeling like it's been months and months with nothing, 7 weeks doesn't feel like too long.
Yeah.
So yes, that is official. That's when it's coming out, and we will inevitably be watching it.
Yeah.
And they have announced that it's 20 minutes of extra footage.
Yes.
What do you think about
Awesome.
that? Yeah.
Well, I thought it was going to be half an hour.
That's what they'd originally said.
20 minutes is still good.
But there is severe nerd rage on the internet. Not especially on the Facebook page, but if you go and look at the kind of not the wargaming Lord of the Rings fan sites, just the
Lord of the Rings
fan sites like the OneRing.net. People are ranting on there going, he said half an hour, this is ridiculous. This is the worst extra version of this film I've ever seen. And it's all a bit crazy. It's like, it's still better than none.
Yeah.
But also, I was wondering if, he's sitting at a panel in December and you went, there's half an hour of extra footage. And then they've gone and looked at it and that's actually, there's 20 minutes that I want to put into it. But yeah, so it's 20 minutes, which I'm not going to lie, I'm trying to stay calm, and I think people are crazy, but I'd like it to be a bit longer.
Yeah.
I think there's enough stuff we've seen in trailers and
I guess so, to
stuff
fill that
mentioned
time,
to kind of get beyond that. Because The Return of the King, I think, was 45 minutes longer, the extended edition.
Yeah, it was a lot
huge.
longer.
I think it was something like 20, 30 and 40 for Lord of the Rings.
But think about it, they could have made it 2 minutes longer and they'd still just sell it, right?
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah.
Like
As much as I'm looking forward to the film, I'm always more excited about the behind the scenes stuff.
Yes,
So that's been just as good on the Hobbit movies as it was on Lord of the Rings. Yeah. It's outstanding, the kind of documentaries.
Yeah, and there's been a trailer.
And the trailers for the cinema event, for anyone in America, you lucky guys. And we're over there too soon.
Yes.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
But it's October isn't it the 5th?
Again, you're the dates, man.
I think it's either over 3 nights. It's in October. I think the Battle of the Five Armies is on the 13th.
Right.
So it's either the 11th, 12th, 13th, or I thought one was on the 5th. I'm not sure. But you can go and watch the extended versions of the Hobbit movies in theatres in America. But only in America. That sucks.
Yeah.
And that will be the first place anywhere you can see the extended version, because it'll be a week. It'll be in the cinema a week earlier. Yeah, you'll have to avoid that. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what's in it.
No.
I want to watch it.
Yeah. But we have, says the man who freeze frames every screen.
Yeah, of legally available
the
stuff.
Trailer.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all up for that. I'm all up for stuff that Warner Brothers want you to see.
That you can try.
I don't want to watch
then
some
piece
bootleg
things together,
version of it. Yeah, I like the mystery. I like the.
So what have we seen then, Damian?
So yeah, this involves. There is a trailer released essentially for the trilogy cinema event, which had some new footage from the version.
Yeah. So if you.
Oh, Jesus! What are you doing? There's a Emma staring through the door. You alright?
Yes. Sorry to interrupt your filming.
It's okay.
Just wanted to ask you, because you're a bit OCD about things like this, the remains of the chicken stock, the stuff that's in the pan, where may that go?
Stick that in the bin. The bins are going out tonight.
Straight in the bin, or does it need to go in a bag in the bin?
I think I can go straight, put it in the bin, the white bin, then we'll put that in the black bin. That's going out
So it's got
tonight.
to be double bagged.
It's probably for the best, so it doesn't leak.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. I don't need to put it in like a Sainsbury's bag, put it in the white bag, and put the white bag in the black bag.
I don't think you need to do that now.
This little Russian doll.
Russian doll full of chicken stock.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Leave that in or cut
We
that
keep
out?
that. I don't know.
So anyway, if you
She's gone now. The scary woman through the door's gone.
if you don't want spoilers, then you may not want
Yeah.
to watch this part, and we're not really going to talk about anything else. So
Go home.
Just switch
See you
it
next
off.
week.
Yeah, they probably are at home.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, unless you watch us at work. So hi, you at work.
They're watching YouTube videos.
They probably got headphones on.
Oh, sorry for
You probably
yelling.
just heard.
So yes, it's ironically an extended trailer. It's a very long. It's almost like one of those honest trailers that say, so you can see the Hobbit extended version in the cinema first, the unexpected Journey extended edition in the cinema, and it's all very long. But there are some tiny bits of
Tiny bits.
of new content from the Battle of Five Armies extended edition. So what have we got?
We've seen, so there's more battle scenes, for one, that we've seen from the Battle of the Five Armies.
Most of it seems to be from the battle, doesn't it? Yeah.
So they've got more on building on some of the stuff we saw in the original trailers that we talked about in a lot of detail last time.
Yeah.
But we see the Ram Riders with Dane.
So Dane's sitting on the hill,
Yeah, top of
and
the
the
hill.
Ram Riders are riding down.
Yeah. Well, we don't see them ride. Oh yeah, we do see
They
them
ride
riding,
past
and
them.
it looks like elves at the bottom because it's
Yeah.
gold. So
Ram Rider's definitely in. Whoop whoop.
yeah, where they go after that, we still don't know.
Because it's incredibly odd because it's before he's sitting up there, so it's before the battle with the orcs.
Yeah.
But there isn't an army of infantry behind him.
Yeah. So maybe the
And
army
then they're charging down towards elves, but there's no dwarf army there.
No.
It's like the chronology of it. I
Yeah.
find really
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. Yeah.
And I don't know if is it possible they've just replaced them?
Maybe.
Like,
But they haven't, because they had the shot of the elves jumping over the.
but maybe
Over the
those
infantry.
I don't know, but maybe those dwarfs are the dismounted ram
Maybe.
riders. I don't know, but it looks very much like they are charging the elf army because it's gold down the bottom, isn't it?
Mm.
And then I don't know. But bear in mind the Dol Guldur sequence in Desolation's Mount completely changed with Thrain. The whole chronology of it absolutely changed, and Thrain was put back in.
True.
So, I mean, it seems
Maybe.
crazy, and I don't know why they're doing it in the first place, but maybe they didn't have time to do the Ram CG. I
I mean,
don't know.
maybe they charge down, and then there's the elves there, and then they're like, okay, we won't fight each other. Get off the rams because we don't want to seem hostile. Put all the rams in the pen. Then when the worm things come up, they just take out the whole pen of rams. Dead. Rams gone. Job to go in.
I liked the elf dwarf farming bit in the middle of the Battle of Five Armies. That was quick. Yeah, maybe. So that's,
Yeah, from Battle for Middle Earth 1, they were getting resources, putting a farm, getting those resources.
they're in it, which is good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I say they're in it. You know, they were in the trailer for the first film, weren't they? You know,
Just trailer
I've been hurt
Trailer
before by disappearing ram riders.
and then we also saw a bit more of the arrows that were fired towards the dwarves.
Yes, so you actually saw a shot,
A side on the shot,
a middle shot of two shots you've seen before, where in the past you've seen the elves fire a volley of arrows up a hill, presumably towards the dwarves, and you've seen dwarven ballistas firing. And now what you see is what looks like the dwarven ballista bolts hitting the arrows and shredding them in the air, which is odd.
Yes.
And we were wondering, it's only one shot, but possibly if the bolts are tied together and holding like nets or something, or a wood chipper, like the.
Pencil grinder.
Unless you know my theory from way back.
The
It was
Gandalf
Gandalf.
one, yeah.
Maybe it's him doing it to everything. Maybe it's not
Yeah.
the bolts shattering. Maybe he's going to go, oh no, because that's going to kill them.
Yeah.
That's going to kill
Yeah,
them.
well, yeah.
So I don't know, but it seems that, and then maybe he does his line from the trailer and goes, "Now you have to decide."
Yeah.
What does he say?
How will this day?
How will this day end? Yeah,
Something like that.
maybe.
So yeah, we saw
That's
those two. What else was there from the battle? We saw more trolls. Generally.
There's a troll jumping down the chariot. The chariot's in it,
Chariots,
definitely.
yeah.
The troll, the big spiky hand troll.
All in on the chariot.
Yeah, Barlin's riding it without the others.
Yeah.
So maybe...
But they could just be cowering holding
But
on.
equally, the others in it are Dwalin, Feeling, Keeley. So if they've gone up to Ravenhill, maybe there's an extended sequence with Barlin at the battle.
Maybe. Was there anything else from the battle?
There's another one of them lowering their pikes.
Oh, the Gundabad.
Yeah, possibly
Pikes,
at the Eagle.
Yeah, and then there was the odd shot where you thought maybe this is an extra shot. One of Bayon potentially.
Yeah, I couldn't quite. We haven't actually gone back and watched the film, but there's 2 shots of Bayon at the end, and one of them is a front on one that I didn't recognise.
No.
So, and they have said there'll be more Bayon.
Yeah.
But I think the Bayon stuff is coming in the Dol Guldur storyline. I think they might even rescue him from Dol Guldur, I reckon, and set up. I think there'll be a scene between Radagast and Bayon.
Yeah.
Setting up, then coming, something like that. I reckon.
Maybe. And then Ravenhill, there's a few more Legolas shots which will annoy some people and other people enjoy. So
Legolas hanging upside down, taking out 100 orcs on a bat.
Let's move that. Let's move along from that one.
There's a shot of the Elven army in Dale, a huge wide shot, pre the battle.
Yeah, you think it's when they're doing the standoff at the doors with Thorin locked inside.
No, it's a bit before that, isn't it? It's when they're camped in Dale. It's just panning over.
But do you mean? Are you saying it's before they've decided to go to war?
Yeah. It's that bit when Bard comes out and there's the hole where you can see them all lined up in Dale.
That's what I said.
Oh, was it?
Oh, that's what I was trying to explain.
Sorry. And there's one extra shot of the Troller Pulse walking towards what very much looks like Dane falling back.
Yeah, at the gates of Erebor. So, yeah, we'll see them fire probably. Oh, and one of them shooting towards Dale?
I think that was one from the original.
Okay, but yeah.
So, it all looks cool, and things like the Ram Riders and the Chariot, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
They were things that people wanted in there, which is cool. But very much the battle.
Yeah. There were some other ones though. There was Bard on the rooftop again.
The
original trailer.
Which was it during the attack on Lake Town, because he was wearing his brown coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the shot from the trailer of him hanging on to
feels like a while ago.
Bringing it back for the birthday special. Him hanging onto the arrow. Yeah, you're right, that's a good shout. It didn't look like there was anything extra. There's no extra dialogue scenes. It's not a trailer for that version, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a couple of extra shots for this whole wider trailer. Because last year, remember, we got a scene. We got the scene at the bridge.
Did.
Which we haven't had this year.
No.
But yeah.
Maybe we will get it at some point.
So yeah, those are some of the bits which is cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm really excited, yeah.
I mean, it'll be great, but there's no sign of the coronation or the funerals or those kind of missing bits.
I mean, you can't really tell from that one, that trailer. I mean, you've got 20 minutes worth, you're not going to give away every scene.
There's 20 minutes as well. It's a long
That's
old
a
time.
decent amount.
It's a decent chunk to...
Because if you think we're happy about a battle shot coming in, and that's going to be, 15 seconds of them?
I mean, you're talking about maybe 2-minute scenes. You know, some of them will be much shorter, but kind of 2-minute scenes, or maybe 10 full new scenes or something like that.
Did it say 20 minutes of additional?
Yeah.
As opposed to, they've taken some out and put some in?
Oh, right. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if that... I think that's rules as written rather than rules as intended.
Well, I mean, is it 20 minutes longer?
I think so, yeah. But, so we'll see. Yeah. But it will be... And as always with The Hobbit, the American market and the European market, I believe, gets a fancy statue, but we don't. We're not allowed it. It's not like he was.
And what was it? We've seen it's been released. What I've seen.
It's Bilbo and Gandalf sitting next to each other on the step.
That is
exactly with that lovely steam.
Yes.
So there we go.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot.
That's a lot. As we said, mainly a catch up for you, but hope you've missed us. We've missed you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, and
cheers for all the comments as well. We really appreciated having all those when we got back.
Yeah, and we will be back on track in possibly 2, but maybe 3 weeks.
Maybe Jamie and James next time.
Who knows?
Maybe they do episode 40.
We'll have to post Tifa, who's she's fallen behind smell. I have to post Tifa up. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so. That's the Palantir for this week.
Indeed.
Hope you enjoyed it, and it's good to be back. Happy birthday to us.
Yes.
As ever, Don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support Jamie on Patreon, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Support your hobby.
And happy strategy battle gaming.